Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Nice Saturday down here in Costa Rica, and I wanted to talk today a little bit about raw vegan dogma and doing your own thing. Now, if this is the first time you're coming to the channel, my channel's a little bit of practical, useful, and nonsense. So, just to let you know ahead of time, there's a little bit of nonsense thrown in there at a time. But if you would, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and click the little bell and click send notifications. I like to get that out of the way earlier in the videos sometimes. Just back from the market, I'm always ready to spit a video almost immediately when I get back from the market. Could have something to do with being jacked up on sugar too. When I'm shopping, I always have like 32 ounces of orange juice while I'm walking around shopping. And as I was picking up my sugarcane juice and my orange juice at the very end of the market this morning, my sugarcane guy asked me, have you ever mixed orange juice and sugarcane before? I'm like, no. He's like, it's really good. And he gave me a sample and it was like off the hook. So I'm jacked up on sugar. I'll give you a little preview, just a little sneak peek, and then I'll show it to you better in a minute later in the video. But the mangoes and the mammies, I need a truck. I could have gotten 100, 200 perfect mangoes. The mammy guy was loaded up. So anyhow, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Raw vegan dogma. As I'm eating this and, as I navigate my way through social media every day, what are the common ones you hear? You're not getting your protein, you're eating too much sugar, you're eating too many carbs, blah, 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 blah. That's why I keep saying there's too much information and too much conflicting stuff that's bombarding you every day. If you're going to be successful on this lifestyle, you're going to have to figure this thing out on your own, and you're going to have to be able to filter some of that stuff out, because a lot of that and a lot of it's meaning to be helpful advice out there, but a lot of that stuff will trip you up, especially the extreme stuff on both sides. You'll get people in that are getting down into the nitty gritty of like, listen, if the day that I start arguing somebody over garlic, if you don't believe in garlic, if you don't eat garlic, don't eat garlic. But the day you're ever going to get a debate out of me on something as mundane as garlic, I'll probably just go away and disappear the next day, because I've gone to a place where I don't want to be. You don't, and it's also too, you can pick and choose, you can mix and match. I know everybody wants to be part of a group, and you want to fit in, and you want to have that thing you can define yourself. I'm a raw vegan. I'm raw till 4. I'm starch solution. I'm high carb, I eat cooked, I'm cooked vegan, blah, blah, blah. If it works for you, my way works for me. I will never tell anybody like my way is the only way, this is what you should be doing, this is what you follow, like I always, and I just beat into the ground over and over. This is just observation for you. I'm just showing you what I do. You can observe and you can decide for yourself if you like the results I'm getting. If you want to get something similar to what I'm getting, maybe you resonate with somebody else. That's okay. And as I've mentioned in a number of videos recently, you don't have to agree with me 100%. You don't have to agree with anybody 100%. To take something of value from them, or from their thinking, or from their recommendations, their books, their whatevers. Mix and match if you want to, if that's what makes this lifestyle work for you. And that's why I'm always going to just preach on the plant-based, being vegan, just eating a plant-based lifestyle, eating plants, eating fruits and plants, because if you're comparing that to the standard American diet, the average world, the way most people are living, a plant-based diet is like you've risen from way down here to way up here just by going on a plant-based diet. And that's where I want to get people to. That's what I want to introduce people to. That's what I want to get people interested in. That's what I want to get people excited about. For all the hardcore extreme raw vegans out there, like I always say, I'm not throwing the raw vegan thing under the bus, but let's get them to vegan first, just to plant-based, no matter how it's being done. Okay, that's kind of like triage. We get them there, get them on life support. Then from being plant-based and vegan, we can get them to a clean version, maybe to high carb, maybe to getting the oil out, to getting the fat down, to getting some of the things out of even the raw vegan diet or a plant-based diet that are not necessarily the best things for us. But let's don't worry about those at the beginning. Let's don't bombard people that are new to this lifestyle with the most perfect version of the raw vegan lifestyle. And consequently, if you eat food, don't throw all the raw vegan channels under the bus. Don't discount somebody just because they're doing raw vegan. That's my only kind of disagreement with a lot of the cooked vegans out there, is they just want, they kind of get into their mindset too, like the raw vegans, and it's all about like, nope, we don't believe in being full raw, so it's cooked. Don't have a problem with that if you're eating some cooked, but at least acknowledge the value. Most of the people that are doing that are not eating 100% cooked food. They're eating fruit, they're eating salads, they're having smoothies. So there's advantage for the cooked vegans. There's advantage in things they can take away from the raw vegans and the way the raw vegans are eating, and vice versa. Choose your denomination, choose your religion, but choose it for your reasons. Choose it because that's what makes sense to you. After a while, now in the beginning, if you're new, you don't have any results or you don't have anything to go on. Give it a fair amount of time and, judge how you're doing things by how you're feeling. Look, there may be some health issues out there that need, some next level detox and this and that, but no matter what people are spinning to you, it don't take that long to start feeling better. If you're 6 months, a year into whatever lifestyle, whether it just be high carb, raw vegan or whatever, and you're not feeling good on it, then you're doing something wrong. And I will say that with certainty to probably 95% of the population. There's going to be exceptions out there. There's always going to be exceptions out there. But, I started feeling better almost immediately within a month or two. But I would say for sure, 6 months to a year, doing whatever plant-based lifestyle and however you're doing it, if you are not feeling much better, if you're not feeling like really good all the time, you either have something, a serious health issue, or you're just, simply not, it's not working for you. And you don't need to be stubborn, and you don't need to hang on just so you can stay with the groups you've joined or be part of the community of this particular dogma. I don't like dogma in anything. I've never liked dogma in anything. I don't trust people that are very dogmatic, whether it comes to food, politics, religion, world affairs, whatever. I don't like dogmatic people, and I'll even give you so much as a warning. I warn people against dogmatic people because I find dogmatic people to be manipulative too, and they generally have an agenda. They need you to believe like they do. Hey, I don't have a problem with how anybody does that. I always make that distinction when I'm talking about certain things. However, it's their process. However one eats, totally respect it. That's their thing. But like I say, and I mentioned this a lot, what is the purpose of the person that's like so invested in getting you to not eat that piece of garlic or whatever their little particular thing is? What is their stake in it? Whether you're fully raw or whether you're eating raw till 4. Like, what do they get out of it? I just, think about that. If you've never really think about that. Why so many of these people are desperate for you to eat exactly like they do. And they come to other people's YouTube channels and comment and argue, and they do it online when it's like, you'll get no argument from me. I don't care. And especially if it's a vegan, dude, you're vegan. I want to shake your hand. I don't give a shit what you're eating. I don't care what you say about how I'm eating. I just want to shake your hand because you're vegan, because you're plant-based. And that's the number one thing. So, the takeaway on this is think for yourself. Think for yourself. Maybe as an old dude, that's one of the wisdoms I can bring that I couldn't have brought 20 years ago if I'd have been doing this I just like to have a little bit more. I've seen extremism. I've been extreme. I've been that person that has to be one extreme or the other. And it's just not a great process. So anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll come back for more. And let me get you in on a little bit of the good stuff here. As I say, the meme sapotes were spectacular. If I had a little bit bigger ride, if I had a way to get them home, I could have bought 40 Mame sapotes. The mangoes were perfect again today. There's probably 8 or 10 that are ready to eat right now. Got my sugarcane juice, got my orange juice, got 4 small pineapples, but it's all good. So anyhow, hope you guys have had a lovely weekend and hope you have a great week. Peace.